So after we finished our rib, which we'd have finished on a purl stitch, the yarn will be at the front, and our first stitch is a yarn over. And when you're going from a purl stitch to yarn over, all you need to do, and the next stitch is a knit stitch, so if you're going from a purl to a knit and you have a yarn over, all you need to do is place the yarn over the needle, so you don't put it to the back. And what a yarn over does is create a hole, basically, and that is what lace is. It's a series of stitches and holes in a certain pattern that create the shapes of different kinds of lace. So we are doing yarn over and we're going into a knit stitch. The next stitch is SSK, which is knitting 2 stitches together but in a sort of backwards kind of way. So I will demonstrate it and then I'll talk through it again. So we're doing yarn over and SSK. We go as though we're going to knit that stitch and we slip it onto the right hand needle, and the same with the next stitch. But instead of knitting the 2 together, what we do is go backwards into both stitches and then we knit them together like this. Okay, except mine hasn't caught. So just show you that again. Okay, there we go. And the next few stitches are just knits and purls. Fairly straightforward. You just have to count in your head, and then we have knit 2 together. So we go into the second stitch that we're going to knit, pick up both stitches as though we're just doing a knit or a garter stitch or plain stitch. They're all the same thing. Knit, garter and plain are all the same stitch. So we're knitting into both of them. And if your tension's a bit tight, you might find that difficult. It's a reminder to not have too tight tension. And then just knit as we would normally knit a stitch. Slip that off. And now we're doing a yarn over into some purl stitches. So that looks a little bit different, and we have to wind the wool round. It almost looks like we have to wind it round twice to make the hole. So we bring the yarn round the front of the needle, okay, and then round again. So, okay. We are actually only wrapping it round once, but you've got to sort of place it twice. Now we'll get the wool back on, and then we're going to purl to the end of the row. Okay, and I'm just going to check now that I have 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's the first repeat in the first row of our hat.